All right, thank you very much, Doug. That was so beautiful and wonderful. And we are definitely going to be saying our prayers today. So let me jump into this. I kind of like to start by saying, you meet me. My name is Lance Rayborn. So what does that even mean? Well, I just came to some recent understandings about myself that I am Lance Rayborn. I am the divine light weapon, Lance, born from the rays of light. I am here to guide the light to pierce the darkness. And this is just like an awakening that I came into my name recently, really describing what I'm here to do. So I'm wanting to do that here for you today, illuminate the darkness and bring in love back where it's lost. Like that's my whole mission and why I'm here. So um, I, like as many of you are aware, we're going to be doing this healing exercise later. So at any point in the call, before we get going here, go ahead and write in the chat just something that you would like healing with, something that you're concerned about, or what you're really here to get healing for. It can be anything: physical, emotional, spiritual, mental. But try to keep it brief and make it just like one topic for the purposes of our exercise and healing today. So go ahead and put that in the chat and we'll come back to that. So as the text y'all might have seen said, I used to be an atheist scientist and now I'm a spiritual healer. So what happened? How did that all happen? It's pretty wild, but and I think one day it'll be in a book. But just suffice it to say, I followed originally like the mainstream narrative of success and like what my family taught, and that was go to school, get a degree, get a good paying job, and you can afford a house and buy a car, and you get all the things. And so I did that, and I did all the things properly, and I felt like I had achieved success. I had an advanced degree, and I was working for the government in climate science, and I was thinking I was doing something to help the world. And I had some drastic revelations and awakenings because I was still truly so unhappy. I had depression and I had lifelong insomnia that I dealt with, drug abuse, alcohol, and other drugs. And I just really was a functioning, numbing person going about his day, but not truly living. And so luckily, fast forward through some things, I met some people when I was a scientist, and they kind of awakened me to some spiritual concepts and opened my mind. And I won't get into how that happened, but fast forward just 3 years ago of this month, actually this month, so 2020, I had my first Kundalini awakening. And I'm not sure if anyone here knows what that is, and I can talk about that more if we have time later. But essentially, I just had this overwhelming energetic surge and this event that opened my eyes and, third eye, might they say, to other dimensions and other aspects of our life that we're not really taught here. And so I was going about my life as a scientist and a mainstream person, thinking logically and analytically about everything. And, there's a scientific and, biological, reductive reasoning for why everything exists. There is no really true consciousness. There's no grand order or anything beyond that. But then I had a mushroom experience, and so for those who might be aware, that is magic mushrooms, if used properly and with ceremony and with intention, can yield awakening experiences. And so in that experience, I actually met what I see and called the divine. And I saw and felt how everything was connected, and I was in this vast sea of love and light, and everything was so connected. And many, many things happened during that experience, but it totally shifted my whole perspective of life. And so I kind of was like, what am I supposed to do with my life now? I've excelled and I figured out science and I did all these things, but all this other stuff is happening to me and it's telling me something different. So fast forward some more, I came into a group doing empowered prayer, and they said that you could use empowered prayer to heal yourself and your loved ones with some simple empowered prayer calls. And I was like, I was hardly ever even praying at that point. I didn't really believe in anything grand or beyond at that point. But I was like, I'm going to give this a try. If this is really true and they say what it is, then let's do it. I'm open. And so I got this session from them, and it was an empowered prayer healing session. And overnight, I completely changed. Like I woke up the next morning not knowing the session had been done, and my whole body was kind of like tense, but not in a limiting and weird, like a painful way. It was just like a really strange feeling. And I now come to know that it was removing and clearing the negativities that were in my field. And these things in my field were actually causing my insomnia. I went through multiple drugs, multiple therapists. I was diagnosed with delayed sleep disorder, all of these things. And I even had a suicide attempt, at the behest of the side effects of these drugs and some other things that I know of now. So I was in a really dark place, but overnight these things were removed from my body, and I felt the difference, and I slept like a baby from that point forward. And the next night, and the next night, and the next night, I slept so well. It's like I fully finally had sleep that my body and my life hadn't felt for years, my entire life. And so I knew this empowered prayer was something. It had to be doing something. And so fast forward, here I am today using empowered prayer myself every single day to embark on my day and to help heal and keep my field clear, and moving forward with my life goals. So while it's important to know that we're going to be doing prayer, I want to just talk about the perspective of prayer that I embrace. I'm not religious in any mindset or any like particular way, and I don't judge any of those religions. They all have a value and a place for us in our life. But I think prayer from those concepts and those teachings has been somewhat limiting. And so me and this group that we've come into work with the divine directly and get information from them about how and why we should be praying the way that we do. And so what really makes our prayers empowered then? Well, to make them empowered, we are going straight to the top right at the get-go. We're addressing source, God, creator, Allah, almighty, like whatever it is for your term, for your highest power, we are addressing them directly because, some people talk about the light and some people talk about the universe, and like that's great and all, but the universe was created by something. There is an order to the universe, and there is the reason why this light exists. So let's go to the creator of everything, and get healing from that source. And this kind of comes with the awareness too. I don't mean to tread on anyone's beliefs or anything, but my belief and my perspective in doing this is that we are an aspect of source, and we are part of source consciousness, and we are co-creators of our lives ourselves. So we should be coming from an empowered state, not a fearful state of request. It's our birthright because we are a part of the ultimate reality, this ultimate consciousness. It's our request and our birthright to have prayers, empowered prayers, give us what we need in our life. Another reason, or another thing that makes our empowered prayers more powerful is the fact that we have an awareness about our belief quotient. So belief quotient's really important in the equation of how energy manifests in your life. And so when there's a high belief quotient, then you have a high faith, not only in yourself, in the divine, but mostly in yourself. So this is about belief quotient in yourself. Do you believe in yourself? Do you have enough worth for yourself that there is a higher power that will work for you? If you don't believe that yourself, then you're going to disconnect yourself from this ultimate healing energy that can come in and help your life. So we have to have awareness that we need to believe both in the divine and ourselves. And the more that we do empowered prayer, the more that belief increases because we see the benefit of it actually working. And another benefit of coming together in groups like this, and why I like to facilitate group healings, is because when we come together, in the Bible, they have that saying, for when two or more gathered in my name, there I am amongst them. So that holds so true. When multiple consciousness gathers, there is an expanded field of opportunity that can be brought about. And we pull and add and sum together all of our belief quotients and kind of become a collective entity, so that we will for sure have 100% belief quotient in our combined requests, so that we will get the healing, we will get these effects that we're requesting. A lot of times we just are beat down or trodden by life, and we just can't believe ourselves to receive this help. And so coming together in group healing is very powerful, and takes advantage of this empowered prayer. And the last thing I want to talk about empowered prayer wise is that they use leveraging, important leveraging empowerments and enhancements that have kind of not been utilized by humanity ever before. And I know that's kind of a bold statement, but when we are coming together in these new modern empowered prayers, we're asking them to repeat over time. We're giving leveraging by inviting all other consciousness and all other light beings, our soul family, to come with us and invite their energies. So we're amplifying it even more. And then we're doing it on all timelines. And so that just gets into more metaphysics that I won't get into, but we can access other timelines and heal and shift energies to bring in effects in our current life. And so all these empowerments we go through and we add to really make these effective and to get what we want in our lives manifested quickly and more effectively. So I know that was kind of a lot, and I'm rambling, and I could go into even so many more things, but I think I'd really like to just jump into the healing. We have what, like 30 minutes ish, and the experience might be 20 minutes ish. So before we jump into that, does anyone have any questions? You're going to just be following along with what I say. You don't really have to know and understand everything that I just said, because you're going to be listening and following along with my prompts and my commands. And I'm going to guide some energies and then actually enunciate the prayers that we're all going to do. So we're all going to follow along in our head, in our own safe space, and enact these group prayers so we can all get this healing energy flowing. So there might be the opportunity for you to feel and sense some things happening, because this will be a live healing circuit that I'm opening. But at the same time, and some of you are driving and everything, so I don't want you to endanger yourself. We're gonna have our eyes closed, and we're gonna be working with some emotions and stuff. And so that takes some focus and some presence. So you can come back and listen to this recording later, perhaps. But if there's no questions and we're all here, we're all ready to get started, I will go ahead and just start the process. All right. So a little bit before we start, I work as a trauma resolution practitioner, and so we're going to be working with this concept of trauma resolution to kind of unlodge these energies and these densities, dealing with our healing concern. So that'll be the first kind of exercise, and then there will be some empowered prayer to follow it up, to get kind of like this total healing package. So everyone, please, when you're ready, just go ahead and close your eyes. And we're going to go into a calm, comfortable, deep space where we are safe and quiet and comfortable. And I'll do my thing really quickly to initiate the process. And I also like to begin everything that I do with a prayer of protection to protect this field and our group as we move forward. So, Creator and guides, guardians, and higher selves, you can follow along with me here asking for this help. Creator, guides, guardians, higher self of all present, please keep us all safe and protected from outside listening or interference during this group exercise and healing. Thank you. So everyone has their eyes closed and taking a deep breath. And while you're doing that, I'd like you to go ahead and picture or imagine a really safe place and a safe scene. Take yourself in your mind to a beautiful, safe place. It can be anywhere real or imagined. A place of calm and peace where you feel safe. If you need help getting to that, you can think of a loving memory or a time where you felt the most joy. Just think about a place and bring in all of the sights and the sounds and the feelings and sensations, along with the feeling that you're loved and accepted and safe in this scene that you're creating. So if you're not able to visualize, just think about the feelings and the energies as we go through these processes. Your energy flows where your mind goes. So if you can think it, then you're doing it. Don't get in your brain too much with these exercises. Just think of what first pops up, and that's what you're going with, your intuition and your subconscious in these exercises. So you're thinking about this safe scene, you have yourself feeling all the sights and the sounds. And when I ask you, what color first comes to mind when you're thinking about this beautiful safe scene? Obtain this color in your mind and go ahead and run that color all the way through your body from head to toe. When you're in your safe scene, there's usually a significant color or two or three that stand out. And we can run that color any way we'd like through our whole body, either our physical bodies in front of the screen or our bodies in our safe scene that are imagined, or both. Run this beautiful color through your body from every part, your head to toe, however you'd like. Some people like to pour it in like a waterfall, or bring it in through roots from Mother Earth, from your feet up into your body. Just think about and visualize this beautiful, safe, protective color going through your whole being. So now that we have established a little bit of relaxation and safety here, we can go forward and help receive some divine healing energy. So we're going to go forward and work on whatever your concern is that you typed in the chat. Whatever you're worried with, whatever your concern is, let's go ahead and think about that concern. We have Hart, who talked about discernment. Deborah talked about shingles. Doug, healing desire to be too controlling. Connie would like healing in spine, so it's completely normal and aligned. And everyone else here and your healing concern, whatever it is, just think about that for a moment. And we're going to let that energy present itself to your field. Now, whatever that issue is that you're dealing with, and Fran put in here in the chat, he wants help with sight, or she wants help with sight. So everyone think about your concern and try to identify an underlying emotion that's most significant with that concern. There's usually an underlying energy or emotion that is blocking or withholding energy and manifesting this issue in our life. So this energy can be anger, fear, shame, doubt, whatever that energy is or that emotion, think about that. And if you're not able to think about it or anything pops up, that's okay. It might come up as we continue. So while you're thinking about that somewhat negative emotion that's linked to your issue, we're going to go back to your safe space, your safe scene, your safe place you created. Now, everyone has their own beautiful, safe place. But now we want to have a common healing location where we can all go to. So in that safe space, wherever it is, try to picture or imagine a healing cave. You're going to open up this beautiful healing cave underneath your safe scene. So it's below wherever you were located before. And you might have had a cave to begin with, and that's great. But we're going to go and step into this beautiful healing cave. But this isn't an ordinary cave. This is a divine chamber of healing energies. It has a hole that's opened up at the top, and divine, beautiful light streams in from above. And water pours down from this light and hole from above into a shallow pool of collecting water in the middle of this cave. So this cave isn't all dark and dingy. It's all lit up and it's vibrant and it's pulsing with this life and this flow of water. And perhaps there's flowers and creatures and trees and shrubs all around this water and in this pond coming from above. So really have fun with this and play with this, because the more you play in your mind, the more the energy really links up to what you're trying to bring in. So we have this beautiful healing cave. Perhaps it's pulsing on the walls with glittering energy, and there's beautiful sounds of water coming in. So now we're going to take a step into this shallow healing pool of water coming in from above. Go ahead and picture yourself stepping into that beautiful healing liquid and feel the water in your feet, along your shins. Feel that as you step into that shallow water. So go back to that emotion and that thing that you're wanting help with, whether it's discernment or shingles, controlling, spine, or sight, whatever your issue might be, and that emotion that's associated with that. Go back to that feeling. And there might be somewhere in your body that's jumping out at you, somewhere that's tense or tight or tingling, or maybe there's a weight or a density, or something might just feel a little off in your body since we've started this exercise, and you're thinking about this thing you want help with. So if you're able to identify the emotion and anywhere in your body you're feeling any sense of tension or pain, let's go ahead and work with that. And if you don't have anywhere in particular, that's okay. Think about that emotion and think about your whole body. So you have this place in your body that has some pain and tension, and we're going to restore that. As we step into this healing pool of water, this low water that's coming up to our ankles, we're going closer and closer to that waterfall that's coming in from above. And we're feeling that area in our body that's painful getting stronger and stronger. That pain might be pulsing, or it might feel tight or sharp or hot. But we're getting closer to that healing waterfall. Now, when I ask you, as you approach this waterfall, what color comes to mind that's necessary to get rid of this negative emotion and heal your issue? What color first comes to mind? Whatever color pops into your mind that you need right now in this moment, that waterfall instantly and vibrantly turns to that beautiful color, or it can be colors, multiple colors. And you step into that waterfall, and that color waterfall pours all over your body and fills up all spaces, all cells, and especially fills up that area of your body that had any tension or tightness or tingling, any discomfort, any hot heat or sharpness. Bring in that vibrant colored waterfall or colors all together, coming down, filling up your entire body. And we're going to sit right here with this beautiful healing color energy coming in from above as we stand under this waterfall. Command and know that this energy is coming in and helping you and making you whole again and restoring you. If it helps, you can bring in your higher self and invite Creator or any other divine entity or higher power to help assimilate and get this energy where it needs to flow in your body. Take some time breathing in, feeling this beautiful, restoring energy, melting away all that negative emotion, all of that density that you were feeling before. And it can be helpful to imagine a swirling vortex of energy coming down very powerfully. Now with white, bring in pure white divine energy. That waterfall turned white, so now it has all the colors of the spectrum, every color, and it's pouring in this crystalline, pure white divine vortex energy coming in over your head and through your whole body, relinquishing and restoring any negativity that you had before that we were focusing on. So go ahead and take a few more breaths with this amazing white, powerful divine energy going through your whole body. And that place or any other places you might feel any tension, give yourself some love and acceptance wherever you might feel it. So now hopefully everyone has been filled with love and light, and whatever issue they are worried about, there has been some restoration there. And now we will continue with the empowered prayer portion of the healing. So everyone keep your eyes closed. You can continue that waterfall flowing over you or imagine whatever you'd like, but follow along with the prayers. And at the end, we'll ask for having some time and space to hold in your consciousness all that are here on this call to combine our group healing benefit. So just repeat after me quietly to yourself or out loud with these prayers. Beloved Creator of all that is, we as a loving group coming together online in this amazing heart and soul gathering started by beautiful Doreen and Doug, we are so grateful for. All of us here today request that you please apply healing and restoration to ourselves and to everyone on this call for their stated concerns. Then, Creator, we ask that you follow along with our intentions with all of these requests and implement them using the highest and best of all of our combined heartfelt energy as well as any means of maximum divine intervention possible to reach our healing goals in this rejuvenating healing circle. Please work on healing discernment for Heart, shingles for Deborah, desire to be too controlling for Doug, healing in spine that's so it is completely normal and aligned for Connie, sight for Fran, and for all others and their own personal issues and healing concerns. Creator, we ask that you use your high-level discretion to identify and add the most significant healing issues, other beings involved, and their healing concerns to be worked on, including all the linked perpetrators and victims through all of time, and transmute any negative energy from any source or being to positive energy and use it for healing instead of harm for all involved. Creator, remove and heal all intrusive energies and entities, karmic entanglements and contracts, as well as negative cordings across all lifetimes related to the source of each person's issues, paying attention to heal and harmonize dynamics between soul families and all beings involved, known or unknown. Transmute any negative consequences regarding the thought plane, collective unconscious, and ancestral and cultural beliefs for all involved. Creator, right now and continuously, completely ground, balance, and align the chakras and energy fields of all in the highest and best way. Restore and balance the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies and fields of each person on all levels and timelines. Apply retrocausal healing by going back in time to undo origins of the stated and most significant healing concerns, and reduce all suffering and symptoms to a minimum while complete restoration is underway, so that all may witness tangible relief and healing in their lives, now and beyond. Also use quantum healing to bring future healthful states into the present to build with momentum. Creator, also bring back the qualities of life and states of being that were diminished of our soul due to suffering, and restore and strengthen these soul characteristics, skills, and abilities in each person that for the highest good of all. Provide an adequate and even abundant supply of shelter, clothing, sanitation, medication, and sustenance for all and their issues. Reduce and eliminate and protect against all life, ecosystem, and property-threatening weather, climate, disaster, pollution, and technology effects. And help us, with the help of Mother Earth, to remain balanced when we need it the most. Creator, ensure optimal equilibrium of the body and mind by blessing all substances and products applied or ingested, including air, water, food, beverages, medications, supplements, and hygiene products. Remove all negativity from these products, restore exaggerated consequences of nutrition, add what is missing, as well as amplify positive components and the healing benefits all ingestations provide, and guide us to healthier choices in all of our lives. Creator, assist us in the complete healing and transition to the light of all of those we love who have passed, and help to release, heal, and integrate the emotions, burdens, or lingering cords attached to departed loved ones. Then, Creator, protect each person and their loved ones moving forward with a divine shield of impenetrable light and divine cloaking to hide or render harmless and ward off negative energies of all kinds, and ask each person's guides and guardians to aid in this divine protection daily. Help each person to build and maintain an inspirational bridge of hope that sustains and encourages them and links them to divine solutions to their needs. motivate each person each day to overcome their struggle by asking their spirit team, guides, guardians, and higher selves, along with you, Creator, for ongoing guidance, motivation, support, protection, and inspiration to achieve full healing of their primary concerns and for reaching one's desires in their life. Bring in divine miracles of healing to the greatest extent possible for myself and all included in our collective group prayers to help enact the most effective and quickest divine healing for all. And finally, Creator, combine my prayer intentions along with the intentions of all present in this group healing, and also invite all light beings and divine high-level helpers and other consciousnesses who want to support this healing to add their intentions to ours, so that all such energies are pooled and applied and repeated to augment the healing power of our requests. So now, please just take a moment to hold in your consciousness, time and space, and love and acceptance for everyone on the call and their healing concerns, in whatever way you may like. We'd like to send healing energy to Heart for Discernment, to Deborah for Shingles, to Doug for being too controlling, for Connie to heal her spine, for Fran to heal her sight, and for everyone else in their personal healing concerns. We send love and light and healing through all these prayers and intentions and experience. And now, to close this experience, we're going to link this to a code word so we can take this and leave this and use this whenever we may like. So, Creator, please take all of these loving intentions and prayers and experiences throughout this call and repeat and apply them as frequently as feasible to myself, my loved ones, and every being everywhere across all time domains in increments proportional to our spiritual reach, so no one is underserved and all are covered until full restoration and healing is obtained in the most powerful and highest and best way for all concerned. Add the energy of this group healing exercise and all its individual and collective intentions and prayers throughout to a pool of growing intentions of all the prayers and great vibes that have ever been experienced or requested on this and all other heart and soul gatherings, so that each time the code words heart and soul gathering are stated by me or anyone on this group healing, these intentions are repeated and added to the growing pool of energies to continue working on all the designated people, issues, or desires of greatest concern, as stated and beyond, as chosen by Creator, with maximum intention and effectiveness for all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, everyone, gently come out of that experience, opening your eyes, taking a deep breath, and having love and acceptance for this moment and for this healing and for showing up for yourself and for everyone else on this call. And thank you for allowing me to guide you in this experience. So with that, I will end it, and I will say here at the end, I know that was a lot to probably follow and take on. These things are very, dense and convoluted, but you kind of got to get in there and do this deep work and have all of these intentional calls to make rapid transformation in your life. So I really encourage you to go back and watch the recording and do this process over, and sit with it, because you will feel it and you might get to understand what's happening the more you do it. And at the end there, we code worded it. If you knew there, we have teachings about this that I didn't want to get into and take the time because we're already at the hour. But basically, anyone on this call, whoever did this process, can at any point, at any time in their life, say, "Creator, please launch Heart and Soul Gathering." Heart and Soul Gathering. That's what we linked this whole process to in our consciousness. So we created this group consciousness field that will be repeating and applying and amplifying the prayer over time, anytime any one of us do this. So we're each helping each other out. So I just encourage you after this, like I'm going to go home and, go on a walk, and I'm going to be heart and soul gathering, heart and soul gathering, heart and soul gathering. So each and every time I'm doing that, I'm bringing in more energy and more intention to this process and this healing. So with that, I'll stop talking, and I'll take any questions or any comments anyone might have about this as we end here.
Wow.
Thank you.